Good morning. Hello. Who's here? Good morning, everybody. So let's start with our stretch on the mats. So you'll need your cushions, blocks, and bolsters, and a wall if you have one free of obstructions, obviously. So come and join me on the mat. We're going to begin in a child's pose. So grab your blocks. So blocks, shoulder distance apart. Let's start in child's pose. So if you need to take a cushion underneath the bottom between the heels to start, you can begin like this. If your bottom doesn't sink down very far, if you have stiff knees. Hands on the blocks. Knees a little bit wider than hip distance apart. Hands firmly placed on the blocks. Begin to sink into the shoulders and connect with the breath. So nice, steady, long breaths. So the exhale is where we really let go. So exhaling, releasing. Make the exhales longer than the inhale. As you slowly work yourself down towards the mat, pushing the shoulder blades apart and the armpits almost like you're trying to press them down towards the floor. Let's hold it here for another 5 deep breaths. So working deeply into the shoulders, a little bit into the legs, into the hips. Another 2 deep breaths. Exhaling, really releasing, softening down. Taking a breath in to lift the chest up, coming onto hands and knees. Take the cushion if you've been using it to the side, you don't need that anymore. And coming into puppy pose, so take the blocks to the side. Keep the knees as they were, hip distance apart, and then walk the hands forwards. Spread the fingers wide, sending the tailbone up to the sky, starting to press the chest, forearms, head down towards the mat. Scooping the belly up, so engage into the abdominals, so giving some support to the lower back. With every exhale, see yourself sinking down a little lower. You can look, if you can, towards the hands, but only if that feels comfortable. Another 3 deep breaths. Deep breaths into those shoulders. The last big breath in and out. And then inhaling. So this is a stretch into the back as well as the shoulders. Walk the hands back. And we're going to work a little bit more into the shoulders. So now we're coming into a tabletop position. Hands stacked beneath the shoulders. Pointer finger or middle finger facing forwards. So shoulders over wrists and the hands shoulder distance apart, knees hip distance apart, and tops of the feet and shins pressing into the mat. Engage into the abdominal area. So squeeze into your Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha. And then sink down as though you're trying to send your chest or your heart between your shoulders. And then push into the floor. So activate the shoulder blades, activate the scapula. Exhale, release down. Taking a big breath in, push up. Exhale. So these are scapular push-ups. Inhale. Exhale, release. Let's do another 3 of those. Inhale. So like you're trying to push the earth away. It's like you're doming that space between the shoulder blades. Exhale, release down. Let's do another 2. Keep the abdominals nice and tight. Release down. Take a little thread the needle. So we're going to take a breath in, take your weight into your left hand, reach the right arm up. Exhale. Thread the right hand, arm down to the floor, shoulder down to the floor, then walk the left hand forward. Really press that right arm, hand, back of the hand into the floor. And staying here if you want. Or if you want to take it a little step further, you can reach the left arm up to the sky, taking a little bit more rotation into the spine, and then wrapping the arm behind the back. Pull that left shoulder back. Send your gaze up to the sky. Another 3 deep breaths. Inhale to reach up with that left hand, then plant it down, pushing into the left hand so you can come back up. Going the other way, weight into the right hand. Inhale, reach up with the left. Follow your gaze, follow your hand with your gaze. So really watch that hand as it threads through and under. Really planting the left shoulder, the left side and the temple. So find that lovely sweet spot balance, and then walking the right hand forwards. So your arms are like an L. Nice steady breaths, in and out. Gauge into your abdominals, so reaching the right arm up if that feels good. Only move into this next bit if you want to. And wrapping the right arm behind the back, reach towards the left thigh. And really pull that right shoulder back, lifting your gaze to the sky. Check in with your breath in and out. Two more. On a breath in, reaching up to the sky. Then pressing the right hand into the mat. Coming down onto your fronts. So peeling yourself down onto the floor. Taking your left arm and reaching it out to the right. And then reaching the right arm forward. So your arms are back in that L shape. But your hips are square, pushing into the floor. Just let your head rest. A lovely stretch across the shoulders. Across the top of the arm. So really try to press the right armpit down towards the mat. Then slide the right hand back. Let's go over to the other side. So this time the right arm stretches out to the left. Palm facing up. And then reaching the left arm forward, forming that L shape. Sink the left armpit down. Relax into the lower body. No need to tense up there. Breathe deeply into that right shoulder joint. Another 3 deep breaths. Inhale, slide the left arm back, press into it. Let's take a little Sphinx Cobra while we're here. Lifting the chest. Roll the shoulders back and down. And then peeling yourself back down. Take the arms wide. Then lifting the right leg up. Tap it down to the left. So your right shoulder will lift. Hold it here. Over to the other side. So pushing the right arm down, the left arm will lift. So we lift the left leg and tap that down behind. So on the side of the head, the right side of the head. If you want to, you can even Lift the elbow up a little bit. That feels more comfortable. And release down. Taking the hands alongside the chest, legs together, peel the spine off. But keeping the legs attached to the floor. So maybe the arms won't straighten, mine don't. Maybe yours do, it depends on the length of your arms and the flexibility in your back. Lifting your gaze. And then straighten the arms so the legs will lift a little bit more. Try to sink the hips back down. Big breath in. Send the hips back. And then come to sit on your knees. Now, if this isn't possible, take a cushion or a block between the buttocks and the heels. Going to reach the arms back. Open the chest. So your fingertips are facing backwards. So stretch across the shoulders, across the chest. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Another 5 breaths here. Really breathe deeply into this. Slowly inhale, lifting the chest back up to upright. Give the shoulders a lovely roll, backwards and forwards. Take your arms into cactus. Big breath in, exhale, round the spine the other way, chin to chest. Inhale, open up. Exhale, squeeze the elbows, forearms together, arms to hands together, chin to chest. Inhale, open up. So rounding the spine 2 ways, so it's like you're doing a cat-cow. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Exhale. Then opening the arms wide. I'll come face you this way. So take the palm, the one hand up, and then we alternate. So working into the shoulders. And then take the arms into cow face pose. So you might need a strap for this. Reaching the right arm up, and then the left hand reaches up between the shoulder blades. So hold on to a strap with the right hand and drop it down to hold on to the strap with 2 hands if you need to. Nice steady breaths here. Three more. So don't push into the side of the head with that right arm. Keep the spine lovely and straight. Keep engaging into the abs. Keep the abdominals engaged. Keeping the spine nice and neutral. So you're not overarching the back. Keep a neutral spine. Let's reach the arms the other way. So left arm reaches up. Drop the strap down if you're using a strap between the shoulder blades as the right arm reaches up. As high up the strap or clasping onto the fingers. Again, keep the left arm away from the head so it doesn't push the spine out of alignment. Lovely steady breaths. Really working deeply into the shoulders and into the forearms, into the backs of the arms, triceps. And slowly release. Last little shoulder stretch. Come to lie down on your tummies. Extend the legs long behind you. Reach the arms out sideways. And then coming up, we're going to take your left arm over the right arm. Stretch the arms one in front of the other. It's like you're forming a pretzel shape. Now you can turn the palms up, or you can have the palms facing down. You work whichever way feels most comfortable. Release the head down onto the upper arm, whichever arm is on top. Lift the arms in front of the right. It doesn't matter if you don't the other way because we're going to switch sides just now. Relax into the lower body, so check the legs, hips, buttocks as they touch away. Deep breath. And lightly stretch across the shoulders. And like this, within the range that you feel most comfortable, let's switch at sides. If anything really hurts, then stop. So alternating switch to sides. Checking in the lower body, legs, hips, glutes, soften into the lower body. There's no need to tense anything up there. So working with a lovely long exhale. So breathe your breath out, just soften into this a little bit more, into this deep stretch. And inhaling, coming up. Let's flip ourselves over onto our backs and grab our straps as we start to work into the legs. So rolling down onto your back nice and carefully. Make a little loop around your strap. Now, if you don't have a strap, you can use a towel, your toweling robe, your bathrobe, belt, something like that. Anything really that you can wrap around the feet. Now, if you don't have a strap, and you can reach just with your hand onto the calf, onto the ankle, or take the peace fingers around the big toes. So the arm stays straight. The left leg, press that down into the floor. You need to work the right leg down a little bit more with every exhale. Just noticing where the tightness is in the hamstrings, where the hamstrings join onto the glutes. Then reaching the left arm out to the side, palm facing up. You can drop the right leg out to the right. Just check you don't have anything that's in the way. And look to your left hand. Soften, releasing, letting go. Try to keep that left leg engaged. The left hip will lift a little bit. And then over to the other way. So either using the strap. So if you were using the strap, take the strap into the other hand. So the right hand is on the floor. We're dropping the leg down or holding onto the toes. Look to your right hand. Lovely stretch into the outer thigh, into the hip. Lovely deep breaths. So keeping the breath steady. Really work into the breath there. The breath will really help you relax into these deep stretches. So as we deep breathe, get that signal to our brain that we're relaxed, we're okay, and the muscles there for release, and they don't tense up. So the muscle fibers, the tendons, the ligaments can soften. It's like you're giving yourself permission. It's okay. Bringing your right leg back to center. Let's switch sides. So either using your strap, the fingers around the big toes, or holding onto the calf or ankle. It all works the same. So this side's way tighter than the other. So just notice, without any criticism or judgment, whether you have one leg tighter than the other. It's very likely not symmetrical. Another 3 deep breaths here. And then we extend our right arm out to the side as we drop the left leg to the left, look to the right hand. Keep the right leg engaged. Another 3 breaths. Then inhale to center. Switch the hold of the strap or the foot to the other hand. Look to the left hand now as we drop the left foot over to the right. Lovely stretch across the outer hip. Also giving our lower back a lovely stretch. You might get some clicking and clunking. That's all good. Some realignment, adjustment. So really focus and send your attention to those spaces that you feel tightness. If there's pain, then back off the stretch and ease off a bit. Don't go too far. Another 3 breaths here. Make the exhales long. Another deep inhale and exhale. Let's inhale to center. Take the strap to the side, don't need it. Extend the legs to the sky. Take the right leg in front of the left, kind of like you're trying to do eagle legs. So wrapping the right foot behind the left leg. Tap down the left toes. Take the arms wide and then drop down the knees towards the floor. They may not touch. Keep your shoulders firmly planted on the floor. Your right shoulder, right arm want to lift, so resist that. You can send your gaze to your right hand. 3 more breaths. Inhale to center. Switch sides, so now we have the left leg over right. Hook the right foot behind the left foot behind the right calf. I was trying to figure out which foot was which there. Right foot down, gaze to left hand, knees drop to the right. Just noticing any difference. Deep, steady breaths. You can close your eyes. Just relax into these deep stretches. Really, really let go. Another 3 breaths. Inhaling to center. Let's give ourselves a loving hug, knees to chest. Wrap your arms around your shins. Rock side to side. Then take the outside of the feet with the hands. Then pull the feet down to come into happy baby. Stay like this, or you can take a little happy baby rock side to side. Have some fun. And back to center. Hug knees to chest. Take a little rock and roll up and down. 1 more. Coming up. Coming into a lunge position now. Oh no, let's do a squat. Actually, we're going to do Malasana. So if you have a spare mat, you can roll that up to pop your feet onto, to lift the heels up. That little bit, elevate the heels. And then we're going to drop down into your Yogi Squat. You can use a towel under the heels. Use your arms into the inner knees. Open the hips up. And then press the hands into the floor and send your hips to the sky, straightening out the backs of the legs. Lovely stretch into your hamstrings. Big breath in. And then as you exhale, start to drop the hips down back into your squat. Inhale to lift up. Draw the head down towards the legs. Exhale into your squat. One more. Lift the legs. Let's just hold it here. Really press the palms of the hands in the floor. Straighten up the legs as much as you can. Draw the head towards the legs. And then exhale. Coming back down into your Yogi Squat. See if the hips feel a little easier. If you want to step your feet off their little ledge, wedge, whatever you want to call it. Lift the heels off to start. Side to side, clicks from me. So staying in your Malasana just for a little bit longer. Just work into those spaces. Reaching the arms forwards. And then stepping into a lunge. Start on our right side. So taking a nice lunge position. Right leg forwards, left leg back. Hands to the floor. And then extend and straighten the front leg. Hips forwards. Forwards and backwards. Another two. Come into a little pretzel lunge. Keeping the left hand down. Let's reach the right hand to the left foot. Come onto the outer blade of the right foot. If that's comfortable, roll the right shoulder back. Sinking the hips down a little bit more. And pull the foot in. So you're getting a quad stretch in the left leg. Another 5 breaths here. Hold it. If you can take your elbow down. Makes it a little bit deeper. 3 more breaths. Slowly release the back foot. Let's do that on the other side. So first, our lunge position. Straightening and bending. With every bend of the front leg, send the hips a little bit further forwards. So working on into many places in the legs here. Hips, as well as the hamstrings, quads. It's like a multi-way stretch. Let's do another 2 of these, forwards and back. And then coming forwards, right hand into the floor, left hand reaches back to the right foot. Pull the foot in towards you. Come onto the outer blade of the left foot. Roll the left shoulder back. Open the chest, lift the gaze. Sink a little bit deeper into the hips, pushing the hips down towards the floor and pulling that foot in towards the buttock. You can drop the elbow down just to make it a little bit more a deeper stretch. A little bit more exhaling, really releasing, letting go, work into those hips, those hip flexors, right side. And slowly release the foot down. Against the wall if you have it now, if not against the sofa. So go over to your wall space. Take a towel or a little cushion with you to push, as your foot will be pushing against the wall, you might need a little bit of padding. So we're going to take we might even want some padding if you're on a hard floor. So rolling up your mat, for instance, underneath your right knee. So the right shin is going against the wall. And your left foot is stepping forwards. Now this right foot, that might need the padding. So you can pad up underneath the foot if you have any issues there. And also padding up under the knee at the front. So deep quad stretch on the right leg. Coming upright, roll the shoulders back down, so let's send the arms back. Really leaning into it. Another 5 breaths. Very, very deep stretch into this quad. Everybody's different. Some people have, if you do some running, this will be tight. Weight training, that kind of thing will make those muscles really tight. Let's go the other way, other side. So you can pad up under the foot, under the knee. Now as the left knee's turn. Just move a little bit further along so you can see me. So padding up under the foot, under the knee. So sliding the knee and shin as close to the wall as you feel most comfortable. And then pushing back against the wall. I'm doing a little bit of an angle so I can face you, but you should be facing completely forwards. So you can slide your knee a little bit closer to the wall if that feels good, but my buttock is right up against my heel. That's far enough for me. So work within your range that you feel comfortable. Another 5 breaths. Another 2. Slowly pushing away from the wall. Well done. Always find that one really, really super for stretching the quads. Coming into a little pigeon now. So you can use a block under the hip of the leg that's in front if you feel more comfortable. Some people find they roll over to that side, so they need a little bit of a prop. So use your props. They're really, really good. So hips are facing forwards. You're not looking to the side diagonally. You're completely facing forward with your body. Really extend the left leg back. Sitting up. Onto the fingertips. We can take the arms behind the back. Clasp them together. And then reaching forwards. Take a cushion if you feel you need one. Or make a pillow with the arms. So make it comfortable. Really working into that right outer hip and also into the left hip flexor. So checking you're really keeping the hips level. And bring the head down to the floor. So working a little deeper. Arms reach forwards. Inhale, slide the arms back. Coming back up. Over to the other side. So take your block under the left hip. Folding. And bringing that left foot up. kind of like 45 degrees, maybe a little bit higher, it depends on your flexibility in your hips. Hips face forwards. I notice a big difference between the two sides, so you go to where you can, checking the right leg is completely pointing backwards and it's not gone off at an angle. And then pillow with the arms for the head. Or use an actual pillow, your choice. You can even lift the foot up a little bit higher. Reach arms forwards. A little bit deeper. Five deep breaths. Last one in and out. Slide the hands back, push into the floor. Release the legs. Grab your two blocks and take a bolster or a cushion as we work into, yes, the splits. Let's see how our legs feel today. So we're going to have a cushion or two cushions underneath the front leg. So you need to slide the back leg away, front leg forwards. First, we're coming into a half split. So folding down over the front legs, use your hands on your blocks. And then coming up. Then tick-tock the foot only. So the leg isn't moving, just the foot. Tick-tock it left and right. Hold it one side. That's the outer hamstring. If you tick-tock to the right, then the left, you'll feel the left hamstring if you hold it there. To center, send the hips down a little bit more. Slide and wiggle the front foot forwards a little bit further. See if you can get yourself down onto your cushion underneath you, or your two cushions, however many you need. Going to push into your blocks and lift the legs off. Push, push, push. Squeeze. Now squeeze the legs towards each other, like you're trying to drag the heels towards each other. Really tense up there. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Really hold. Release. Release the blocks. Do that 2 more times. So squeeze the legs towards each other. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. It's like you're trying to pull them towards each other. And then exhale, release down, hands off the blocks. So as you do that, each time you'll release down just that little bit more. So pulling in with those feet really activates all the muscles. A little bit of trembling may occur. Exhale, release down, hands off the blocks. Now if you want to, you can take your cushion or bolster, whatever you had. Do one more. And then see if you can release all the way down. Arms to the sky. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Let's go the other way. Left leg forwards. Do a half split first, folding down. You can flex the foot. Bend the foot. Come up and down. Then tick-tock the foot. Left, right, left, right. Then hold it on one side, either left or right. Really notice the inner or outer hamstring. So the legs stayed completely static, just moving the foot. A lovely stretch. Send the hips a little bit further forwards. Let's slide back leg away, the left leg forwards. Have those blocks ready and the cushion underneath the front leg, or two cushions, your choice. We're going to do that squeeze, tensing, pushing into the blocks, and then release down, hands off the blocks. Do that a few times. Don't forget to breathe. Last one. So, cushion away. Last. Tense, tense, tense. Pull the feet towards each other. And then releasing down. Arms to the sky. Legs forwards. Give them a shake out. Well done. Into Varasana. Bend the legs the other way now. So, cushion behind you. So you'll be landing on that. So knees hip distance apart. Push the flesh away from behind the knees. So you're sitting on a cushion or directly onto the floor, depends how your knees are, but really be careful. If you need to go on a cushion, go on a cushion. You've got your feet to either side of the buttocks so you can see your feet. Get forwards a little bit more. So checking you're not restricting the backs of the knees. Start to fold back a little bit onto the elbows. You might find you can do this without cushion. Keep the knees attached to the floor and then folding the arms back. Clasp opposite elbows. Now if this isn't possible, stay on your elbows or stay on your hands. Go to where you feel comfortable. So you might need extra cushions to lean onto. You might be able to do it without any cushions at all. I like to lean onto a bolster. I just find that more relaxing. Let's hold it here for another 5 breaths. Really breathe into the hips. Allow the hips to sink down. Another 3 breaths if you can. Arms a lovely stretch. Maybe cactus the arms. Then draw your elbows down alongside your feet. Push into the elbows to lift the chest off a little bit. Then wiggle the elbows to where a little bit further back. Then where the elbows were, you can take the hands and slowly push yourself up nice and slowly and safely. Extend the legs forwards into Dandasana, staff pose. Ooh, straightening the legs the other way. Take your hands alongside the hips, roll the shoulders back and down, chin to chest. Squeeze into the thighs, push the backs of the legs into the floor, flex the feet. Draw in navel to spine. Chin to chest. Pelvic floor lifted. Then taking a cushion, folding forwards. Now you can take your strap around your feet and take your peace fingers. I'm going to relax onto your cushion, so find a comfortable spot for the cushion. Either it needs to be here because you haven't got much flexibility in the hamstrings, or having the cushion a bit further forwards so you can rest your head. And then rest the elbows. Navel to spine, really draw the belly in and up. if you can take your elbows onto your cushion. Bring the hands together. Drop the head. And then reach prayer hands down the back. Lovely stretch for the triceps. Flex your feet towards you. Keep pushing the backs of the legs into the floor. Draw navel to spine. Another 5 breaths. Really exhaling, releasing, letting go. Another 2 breaths. Slowly, slowly releasing the arms. Taking us into one leg crossed in, folded in. Peace fingers will strap around the right foot. Let's extend the right leg. Other foot. Fold the right leg in, left leg extends. If you want to have a little bit of fun, both legs lean back slightly. Both legs to extend the legs. And then if you have a soft landing, you can drop forwards onto the floor. So the heels don't bump onto the floor, it's the calves coming into Uttanasana. Now, take a cushion, relax the head down. Take 2 cushions if you need to. Deep, steady breaths. Allowing the head to really relax on your cushion. And then release the arms forward, stretch the arms forwards. And slide back because I'm going out of shot here. Reach the arms forwards. Palms facing up. And let's go over to one side. Keeping the left arm reaching forwards, right arm reaches to the outside of the left foot. Other side, palm facing up, right hand, left hand reaches to the right foot. And then into frog. So keep your cushion there. Come over onto your knees. What we're going to be doing is open the knees as wide as is comfortable. Take the feet a little bit wider than the knees. Sink into the hips and then drop the chest down onto your cushion. So you don't have to go to maximum stretch here. Just working into the hips a little bit. Pad up under the knees if you don't have a soft floor. I've got a carpet and that's fairly soft. But if you have a hard floor, then make sure you pad up under the knees a little bit. So you can slide the hips a little bit further apart. Wiggle them a little bit further apart. Come down again. You're really sending the hips forwards and down. You can flex the feet. And then begin to straighten out the legs. Coming back up to seated. And take a block. Come sit on your block. Bring the feet together. And bring the feet in as close as is comfortable. Then open the feet like you would a book. So open the soles of the feet like a book. And then start to lean forwards. With a straight spine, chest reaches forwards. So not rounding the back, keep the back nice and straight. If you can, take the elbows down to the floor. Palms facing up or palms together. And if you're reaching down fairly far, you can take the elbows down. And reaching the fingertips, palms together. Prayer hands down the back. Opening up the knees. Opening up the hips. Five more breaths. Slowly releasing. Letting go. Coming off your blocks. Take the feet further away so you have a diamond-shaped space between the legs. And then folding down with a rounded back. You can hook the arms underneath the legs if that feels comfortable and drop the head down towards the feet. Wiggle the shoulders down a little lower. 5 more breaths. Inhaling to come up. Let's take ourselves over to a wall. Or if you don't have a wall, that doesn't matter. You can lie down on your backs and prop up underneath the knees with a lovely bolster or a cushion. So if you have a wall, that'd be great. Take a pillow for your head and take that cushion or bolster for the backs of the legs. We're just going to take ourselves up against the wall. So take the bottom all the way up to the wall. Wiggle it nice and close. Take the cushion for behind the knees. And a cushion under the head if that feels good. And then open the arms away from the body. Or taking one hand to the heart, one hand to rest on the tummy. Left hand to heart, right hand to belly if you're choosing that option. Taking this time to have a little relax. Take a smile to the lips. And relax into the face, all the muscles relaxing. Soften the throat, the neck, the shoulders. Allow the arms to feel heavy, shoulders sinking towards the floor. And noticing the rise and fall of the chest and the abdomen as you breathe in and out. With every inhale and exhale, relaxing that little bit more. Give yourself permission to really relax here. Really lean into this moment, this present moment, the most precious gift. Giving yourself this precious gift of time, self-care, love, compassion, non-judgment. Softening the back, the upper and lower back into the floor. Really feel the floor beneath you. Softening into the abdomen. Relaxing into the hips, glutes, buttocks, groin, pelvis, that whole area. Soften the muscles of the upper legs, the knees, shins, calves, ankles, all the bones, tendons, ligaments of the feet, the whole body. Just relaxing here, nothing to do, just be here, be present. Nice steady breath. Just ease in, soften a bit more. Just sink a little deeper. So holding it here for a little bit longer. You remain where you are. Keep breathing steady. So you're going to hear some sounds. My singing bowl. So imagine these vibrations reaching you through space and time. And these vibrations resonating with you and entraining with your vibrations in your body. So thinking of your body as one big energy center. Everything vibrates. The body vibrates, every cell with energy. It's allowing these vibrations to reach you and harmonize with yours. So continuing now to relax with your legs up the wall. I'm going to leave you there to continue relaxing. So enjoy the rest of your day. Hopefully you feel like you have longer limbs, a straighter back, longer legs. Have a wonderful, wonderful day and continue your relaxation up with your legs up the wall for another 5 minutes. It'll do wonders for the lymphatic drainage system, the endocrine system. So it all benefits with having the legs elevated. So keeping your legs elevated if you can for a little bit longer and enjoy the rest of your day. Namaste, friends. Thanks for joining me. Bye for now.